Everything you have been told about sleep is a complete lie. Since kindergarten, society has brainwashed you with the same golden rule. If you want energy, you need 8 hours of sleep. So you listen. You go to bed early, you block out the lights, you get your solid 8 or even 9 hours of rest. And what happens when the alarm goes off? You don't wake up feeling like a Disney princess. You wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Your eyes burn, your motivation is at zero, and your brain feels like it's stuffed with cotton wool. You hit snooze, you drag yourself to the coffee machine, and you wonder, why am I still so tired? But then you look around. You see that one friend, that top-tier entrepreneur, or that Navy SEAL on a podcast who says, I only sleep 4 or 5 hours and I feel incredible. And you think, bro, how? Do they have a different genetic code? Are they robots? No, they aren't superhuman. They just know something you don't. They aren't playing the game of duration. They are playing the game of efficiency. See, most people treat sleep like a phone charger. They think if they plug themselves in for longer, they get more battery percentage. But human biology is not a battery. It is a complex series of cycles. If you sleep 9 hours but wake up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle, you will feel destroyed. But if you sleep 4.5 hours and wake up at the perfect biological moment, you can feel shockingly fresh. Today, we are going to delete the old software in your brain. You are going to stop aiming for more sleep and start aiming for dense sleep. We are breaking down the sleep density protocol. This is the science-backed way to reduce your time in bed while skyrocketing your deep sleep and REM recovery. We are going to cover everything from the exact military hacks to fall asleep in 120 seconds to the shutdown sequence that tells your brain to hibernate instantly. By the end of this video, you'll have the blueprint to sleep less, do more, and finally wake up before your alarm with your brain on fire. Let's hack your sleep. Let's start with step 1, the 90-minute rhythm hack. This is the biggest mistake 99% of people make. You set your alarm based on random social obligations. You think, I need to wake up at 7 a.m., so you go to bed at whatever time you finish watching Netflix. This is a disaster. Your brain does not sleep in a straight line. It moves in waves. Science shows us that sleep occurs in cycles that last approximately 90 minutes. In that 90 minutes, your brain goes on a journey. You start with light sleep, where you are drifting. Then you dive into deep sleep. This is where the magic happens. This is body repair, muscle growth, and immune system recharging. Finally, you hit REM sleep, or rapid eye movement. This is brain recovery, memory consolidation, focus, and creativity. Here is the kicker. If your alarm goes off in the middle of a deep sleep stage, your brain is literally in offline mode. Waking up then is like ripping a computer plug out of the wall while it's updating the firmware. You wake up groggy, confused, and you will feel that sleep inertia for hours. However, if you wake up at the end of a cycle, right when your brain is transitioning back to lightness, you will feel instantly awake, even if you slept less. So, stop counting hours. Start counting cycles. Your goal is to sleep in multiples of 90 minutes. 3 cycles is 4.5 hours. That is emergency mode. 4 cycles is 6.0 hours. That is high efficiency mode. 5 cycles is 7.5 hours. That is the sweet spot. If you need to wake up at 6 a.m., count backward. Do not go to bed at 11 p.m. because that is 7 hours, which creates a cycle crash. Go to bed at 10:30 p.m. for 7.5 hours or 12 a.m. for 6 hours. Pro tip, it takes the average human 14 minutes to fall asleep, so add a 15-minute buffer to your calculation. If you aim for a 6-hour sleep window, be in bed 6 hours and 15 minutes before your alarm. Step 2, the cave mode environment. You might have the perfect timing, but if your environment is trash, your sleep quality will be trash. Your body is still hardwired for the Stone Age. It associates light and heat with activity and danger. It associates darkness and cold with safety and rest. Yet, look at your room right now. You probably have streetlights bleeding through the curtains, a blinking LED from your TV, and the thermostat set to tropical rainforest. To enter deep sleep, your core body temperature must drop by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. If your room is too warm, your body has to work overtime to cool itself down, which prevents you from entering those deep, restorative stages. You need to turn your bedroom into a cave. First, temperature. Set your room between 16 and 19 degrees Celsius. It should feel slightly chilly when you get under the covers. The colder the room, the deeper the sleep. Second, pitch black. I'm talking sensory deprivation level. Get blackout curtains. If you can't afford them, tape garbage bags over the windows, or buy a high-quality sleep mask. If you can see your hand in front of your face, it's too bright. Third, auditory void. Use white noise or earplugs. Sudden noises, like a car honking or your roommate dropping a pan, spike your cortisol, even if they don't fully wake you up. White noise creates a sound blanket that masks these interruptions. Step 3. The 3-2-1 shutdown sequence. Imagine driving a Ferrari at 200 miles per hour and then slamming on the handbrake. What happens? You crash. Yet this is what you do to your brain every night. You work, you stress, you scroll TikTok, and then you jump into bed and expect to sleep in 30 seconds. Your brain needs a landing strip. During the day, your brain is in beta state, alert, active, stressed. To sleep, you need to shift into alpha and eventually theta waves, relaxed and meditative. If you are answering emails at 10:59 p.m., your brain is screaming in beta mode. It physically cannot produce the sleep hormones you need. So use the 3-2-1 rule. This is the golden rule for high performers to transition from hunt mode to hibernation mode. 3 hours before bed, no food. Digestion takes a massive amount of energy. If you eat a heavy meal like a double cheeseburger right before bed, your body is focused on breaking down grease instead of repairing your brain. 2 hours before bed, no work. Close the laptop. Stop checking the stocks. Stop arguing with strangers on Twitter. This stops the cortisol spike. 1 hour before bed, no screens. This is non-negotiable. Blue light from your phone mimics the sun. It tells your brain it's 12 p.m. It kills melatonin production. Switch to dim, warm lights, read a physical book, or meditate. Bonus hack: if you must look at a screen, use night shift mode or buy a pair of blue light blocking glasses. They make you look like a sci-fi character, but they save your melatonin levels. Step 4. The chemistry of adenosine. Now let's talk about the chemicals you put in your body, specifically the world's favorite drug, caffeine. You think you're fine because you can fall asleep after a coffee. But remember, we aren't looking for unconsciousness, we are looking for quality. In your brain, there is a chemical called adenosine. Think of adenosine like sleep pressure. It builds up all day, and when it gets high enough, you feel tired. Caffeine works by blocking the adenosine receptors. It doesn't give you energy, it just hides your fatigue. It's like putting tape over the check engine light in your car. Here is the scary part. Caffeine has a half-life of about 6 to 8 hours. If you drink a Starbucks at 4 p.m., by 10 p.m., half of that caffeine is still floating in your blood. Even if you fall asleep, that caffeine prevents your brain from hitting deep sleep. Studies show caffeine near bedtime can reduce deep sleep by up to 30%. That is the difference between waking up refreshed and waking up wrecked. So here is the protocol. Strictly no caffeine after 2 p.m. Give your body time to flush it out. You can also use a supplement stack. Most people are deficient in magnesium, which is crucial for nervous system relaxation. Taking magnesium glycinate before bed can calm your muscles and lower anxiety, helping you drift off faster. You can also try L-theanine, found in green tea, which promotes relaxation without being a sedative. Always consult your physician before popping pills, bro. Step 5. The military entry method. Okay, you've set the room, you've timed the cycle, but now you're lying there staring at the ceiling thinking about that embarrassing thing you said in 2014. We need to hack the falling asleep process. Your mind and body are a feedback loop. If your body is tense, your mind stays alert. If you physically relax every muscle, your brain gets the signal. We are safe. Shut down. This method is reportedly used by the U.S. military to help fighter pilots fall asleep in under 2 minutes, even in war zones. First, close your eyes and relax your entire face. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, and your tongue. This is key. Tension usually hides in the jaw. Second, drop your shoulders as low as they can go. Let your arms fall to your side like dead weight. Third, exhale deeply. Relax your chest. Let your legs go limp from your thighs down to your toes. Fourth, clear your mind for 10 seconds. If thoughts come, say to yourself, don't think, don't think, don't think. Fifth, imagine you are lying in a canoe on a calm lake with nothing but blue sky above you. Practice this every night. At first, it takes time, but after a few weeks, it becomes a literal off switch for your body. Step 6. The Solar Jumpstart Morning Protocol. This is the final piece of the puzzle. How you wake up today dictates how you sleep tonight. Your body runs on a 24-hour internal clock called the circadian rhythm. This clock needs to be set every morning. The trigger is sunlight. When sunlight hits your eyes, specifically the melanopsin cells, it triggers a spike in serotonin for mood and energy, and simultaneously starts a 12 to 14-hour timer for the release of melatonin later that night. So, here is the rule: zero screen. Do not check your phone in bed. It puts you in a reactive, dopamine-seeking state. Instead, get light. Get outside immediately. Aim for 10 minutes of natural sunlight. Windows block the specific light spectrum you need, so get physical air. And finally, cold and movement. Splash cold water on your face or do 20 push-ups. This spikes noradrenaline and clears sleep inertia in minutes. The mindset shift. Here is the harsh truth to close this out. For years, hustle culture told you that sleep is for the weak. They told you, I'll sleep when I'm dead. That is the dumbest advice ever given. If you sleep when you're dead, you'll be dead sooner. Real high performers, the people you actually look up to, don't treat sleep as a weakness. They treat it as a weapon. Think about it. You cannot build a business, get a degree, or build a physique with an empty battery. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you master your sleep, you aren't just resting. You are sharpening the blade. You are rebooting the machine so that when you open your eyes, you are dangerous. You are focused. You are ready to attack the day while everyone else is still hitting snooze. Now you have the blueprint. You know the science of the 90-minute cycle. You know how to build the cave mode environment. You know the military protocol to shut your brain off in seconds. But knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is. You can click off this video and go back to scrolling Instagram until 2 a.m., destroying your dopamine receptors. Or you can decide right now that tonight is the night you take control. I want to know who is serious. Drop a comment below with your current wake-up time and tell me, which one hack from this list are you trying tonight? Is it the magnesium, the cave mode, or the military breathing? I read every single comment and I want to see you win. If you are ready to stop feeling like a zombie and start operating like a machine, smash that subscribe button. We are going to be dropping more videos on dopamine detoxing, focus hacking, and upgrading your human software. Stop sleeping hard, start sleeping smart, and as always, live legendary.